Well, all right, welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Berlino here at the world-famous As It Should Be studios. And, well, time for another track versus track video. And I decided, well, normally I don't do my videos in the day. As you can see, it's middle of the afternoon. We got all the light coming in through my windows. I usually do these things at night, but I felt like doing it right now, so I'm doing it right now. And, well, today I'm putting two great classic albums together. And, well, that's the first two Aerosmith albums. Yeah, that's right. I am doing Aerosmith's first album, Aerosmith, up against Get Your Wings. Yeah. Now, I do have actually an LP vinyl copy of the first Aerosmith album, but I don't have one here. This I have here because I bought this recently, and the reason why I bought this recently is because it's the most amazing copy I've ever fucking seen. Look at this. This is a super clean, just absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely flawless. I swear, it looks like somebody tore the shrink off of it and filed it away in a vault somewhere, and that's it. So I had to buy it. I mean, I paid $18 for this thing. I never thought in a million years I would ever pay $18 for a copy of Get Your Wings, especially when I have at least a couple copies that I paid like $3 for decades ago, right? But I will never see another copy as gorgeous as this, so I was happy to pay the $18. This is a phenomenal copy. But anyway, record porn time over. Let's get to the track versus track. Let me get my tally sheet going. Aerosmith versus Get Your Wings. Well, all right. And I have my lists over here. All right. So track number one, the first track on the first Aerosmith album, is "Make It." Make It. Great opening track. And that goes up against the opening track of Get Your Wings, which is Same Old Song and Dance. Well, I love both of those songs. They're both great openers, but I'm going to have to go Get Your Wings. Same Old Song and Dance. You know, I've always actually preferred the versions on the Greatest Hits album. It's basically the same track, but it's edited just a little bit. It's like a single edit, and the vocal at the beginning on the first verse is a different take. It's like a different vocal track, and I like it better. It could be, it's a timeline thing too, I think, because I had the Greatest Hits album before I had Get Your Wings, so I knew that version ahead of time. So when I finally got Get Your Wings, it's like, why does the vocal sound different? This is weird. Like, it didn't jive with the way Same Old Song and Dance played in my head, so I never really got next to it. But anyway, slice it. It's a great song, and it wins this. Okay, so track number two on the first album is Somebody. And, I won't be choosy, you can bring me a floozy. Okay, and that's, and then it goes up against track number two on Get Your Wings, which is Lord of the Thighs. Ooh, that's a little tougher than the first one. But you know what? Not really. Lord of the Thighs. Okay. Well, yeah, okay, before I go any further, I do want to say Get Your Wings has 2, and Aerosmith, the first album, has 0, right? I prefer the first album. This is not a popular opinion, but I actually like the first album a little more than the second album. I don't know. I just do. That wasn't always the case, but I recently realized when I was kind of going over them and stuff that, because I was setting up, I'm going to do ranking Aerosmith albums at some point, and I was going through all the albums and kind of figuring out how I felt, and I realized, oh shit, I kind of like the first Aerosmith album better than Get Your Wings now. Who knew? But so far, Get Your Wings is taking it. Anyway, so I digress. Track number 3, first album, Dream On. What can I say about Dream On, except that we've all heard it way too many times. Get Your Wings, track number 3 is Spaced. But you know what? I think almost anybody would find this really easy. But I think most people probably would go totally opposite of where I'm going. Yeah, Dream On is really, really played to death. I mean, it is played to death. You have Stairway to Heaven. You have Freebird. You have, that kind of stuff. And Dream On is right there. Imagine John Lennon. It's just like, oh, okay, we got it. We got it. But you know what? I'm choosing Dream On. I am choosing Dream On. Yeah. I'm not that big of a fan of Space. Is not one of my favorite albums. Not one of my favorite songs on Get Your Wings. And Dream On, I may be sick to death of it, but I just think it's way better. And I just, throughout my life and my history of liking Aerosmith, that song has meant more to me. So I may, if I was going to go put on the record, I would probably prefer to listen to Space just because I'm not as sick of it. But Dream On is just, yeah. I like it better. I just don't need to hear it again. That's all there is to that. Track number 4. Okay, track number 4 on the first album is One Way Street. Man. And that goes up against track number 4 on Get Your Wings, which is Woman of the World. That one's pretty easy. I know exactly what I'm going to pick. One Way Street. Yeah. I love One Way Street. That's one of my favorite songs on the first album. Well, there you go. So now it's tied. So here's Aerosmith. The first album is starting to pull out its big guns. All right. So let's go with track number 5 now. Track number 5 on the first album is Mama Kin, where that's the opening track on side 2. We're on side 2 of the album now. Mama Kin, what a classic. Oh my God, what a classic that is. And that is going up against track number 5 on Get Your Wings, which is SOS, Too Bad. Also a classic. Arguably, Mama Kin is more of a classic. I think that's a bit more... I'm not saying I like it better or not. It's not really that. I'm saying that I think more casual Aerosmith fans are more likely to know Mama Kin. That's kind of what I mean. SOS Too Bad is a little bit of a deeper cut, but it is... Ooh, man, it's... Ooh... In fact, I choose SOS Too Bad. That is arguably my favorite song on Get Your Wings. Yeah, I have always loved that one so much. I mean, but Mama Kin is very tough. It's very tough to choose a song over Mama Kin, but SOS will do it. And okay, so track number 6 on the first album is Write Me a Letter. And that goes up against track number 6 on Get Your Wings, which is Train Kept A-Rollin'. Yeah. This Train Kept A-Rollin'. Aerosmith, of course, really loved the Yardbirds, and Yardbirds did Train Kept A-Rollin' before Aerosmith. And, I really love... Well, I don't know. I really love both versions. I was going to kind of say maybe I like the Aerosmith version better, but I don't know. It might be a tie. I really love the Yardbirds version, and I really love the Aerosmith version. And they each kind of have their own mojo. And I'm not going to choose between them. I love them both. But, okay, so Write Me a Letter versus Train Kept A-Rollin'. Train Kept A-Rollin'. I mean, come on. Well, Get Your Wings has twice as many as the first album now, so... All right, so track number 7 on the first album is Movin' Out. And it goes up against track number 7 on Get Your Wings, which is Seasons of Wither. Seasons of Wither. Get Your Wings. I'm giving that to Seasons of Wither. Oh man, I may have to rethink this Aerosmith versus Get Your Wings, which album I like better. I do though. I think I prefer listening to the first album. I think it might be because I played Get Your Wings to death, and not so much the first album. That could be what it is. I don't know. Track number 8. Track number 8 on the first album is Walkin' the Dog. And who did Walkin' the Dog? Was Thomas? Is that right? I should know this. But anyway, so track number 8 on Get Your Wings is Pandora's Box. And, well... Get Your Wings gets yet another. Wow, what a slaughter. So Get Your Wings got 6. Aerosmith's first album got 2. The victor and still champion, Get Your Wings, by Aerosmith. All right. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to go back and redo my ranking the albums list for future video, of course. And I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, well, thank you everybody for watching these videos, and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell because you're going to want notifications. And, you know, like, comment, and all that kind of stuff. Let me know which songs you prefer out of these two albums. Which album do you prefer? I think most people probably prefer Get Your Wings, but maybe you'll be one of those weirdos who likes the first album more, like me. But I'm currently questioning my position on that, so... Alright. Well, anyway, shout out to Ralph Vieira, a.k.a. Dr. Fuck, originator of the track versus track idea. I salute him. And, well, thanks again, everybody. I'll see you next time.